Hello. Welcome to Bright Kids. I am Janice and I will be your teacher for this class. How are you today? Oh, I'm fine too. Thank you. Now let's start our lesson. So for today's lesson, we will learn the Unit 1, Part 1. Are you ready? Okay, that's great. Let's start. Now, first, let's learn the words. So these are the vocabularies. Now, the first one, okay, this is, yes, it's a rope. So a rope, it is a strong cord made by twisting or braiding strands of fibers together. And we use it for tying, for lifting, and securing objects. Yes. Okay, that is great. Now the next one is saw. Okay. Ju, 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 ju. Yes, that's saw. Do you have a saw at home? Yes, me too. So it is a tool with a tooth edge used for cutting through wood, metal, or other materials by moving the blade back and forth. So this is the blade. Okay, this is the blade of the saw, and this is the handle. Yes, so this one is saw. Okay, that's great. How about this one? Let's say hammer. hmm Yes, hammer. Oh, pook, pook, pook. Yes, hammer. Okay, so it's also a tool with a heavy metal attached to a handle, and we use it for pounding nails into wood or for other mechanical work. So I've mentioned nails, right? So this one is nail. Okay, they are together. So we use, for example, this is the nail, and this is the hammer. So we use the hammer to pound the nail. So that's hammer and nail. hmm Okay, how about this one? What is this? It's a roller. Okay, it's a roller. And by the way, roller and the tray. Okay, this one. Okay, I'll use red pen. So roller and tray, they are together. They used together. They are partners. Okay, so roller and tray, they are partners. So it is a tool and used for spreading paint, dough, or soil. But usually we use the roller to spread the paint. Yes. And for the tray, as you can see, it is flat, right? It is flat. So it is used for carrying the paint. For example, this is the tray, and you put the paint on the tray, and the roller, you will do like this and paint it on your wall. So that's the use of the roller and the tray. Okay, that's great. And the last one is tape measure. Okay, tape measure. So a tape measure, it's a flexible measuring tool consisting of a ribbon of cloth, or it could be a plastic, or sometimes most tape measure, it is used, it is made of metal strip, right? It is used like if you want to measure wood or other lengths, or if you want to sew clothes and you want to measure, you use the tape measure. Yes. Okay. So rope, saw, hammer, roller, tray, nails, and tape measure. They are all what we called, yes, tools. Let's say tools. Yes, that's great. So let's read again. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, what's this? hmm This one? Okay. How about this? hmm This one? Yes. How about this? hmm This one here? Okay, that is great. You remember the words. All right, now let's try this one. So, this is the direction. You will write the words. So, for example, number one, Dad keeps his tools in a box in the garage. So, okay, in a box, so of course, tools. Okay, now let's try number two. You can use to pull things or to tie things together. Now, what's your answer? Yes, it's a very good. It's a rope. Okay, number three. We used a blank to see how long the piece of wood was. Yes. Okay. So this one is okay. The clue here is how long. Okay, this is how long. Now, what's your answer? Yes, that's great. It's a tape measure. Okay, number four. A blank is a small, sharp piece of metal. A blank is a small, sharp piece of metal. So the answer here is yes, it's a nail. Okay, that's great. It's a nail. Now, number five, you can use a blank to hit nails. You will hit the nails. You will pound the nails. So, what's your answer? It's a hammer. Okay, that's great. You can use a hammer to hit nails. Okay, number six. You can use a blank, okay, or a paintbrush to paint walls. Yes, it's a roller. Okay. Roller. Very good. So here, now let's try to read again. Okay, what's number one? Dad keeps his tools in a box in the garage. Okay, number two, you can use rope to pull things or to tie things together. Yes, we used a tape measure to see how long the piece of wood was. Number four, a nail is a small, sharp piece of metal. And number five, you can use a hammer to hit nails. And number six, you can use a roller or a paintbrush to paint walls. Yes, very good. Okay, do you have questions? Okay, no questions. So let's move on. Oh, have you ever? Hmm, have you ever? So have you ever is used to ask about the experiences from birth to now. So like break, broke, broken. Have you ever broken your arm? Okay, let's check. So when answering have you ever questions, you can use these words like once, twice, three times, four times, and many times. So for example, have you ever played golf? Yes, I have played golf once, or I have played golf twice. I have played golf three times, or I have played golf many times. Yes. So you remember these words. You can use them, or you can also use another words. Okay, so let's try to. Oh, sorry. There's still another one. So this is negative answer. So have you ever ridden a horse? So no, I have never ridden a horse. So you use the word never. Okay. Do you have questions, Mayuwenti? No questions. Okay. So now let's try to answer some questions. Okay. Ever have you ever swum in the sea? Uh-huh. Me, yes. Many times. Not only once, not only twice, but three times, four times, many times. Okay, here. Have you ever cried at school? Really? Yeah. Me? Yes, I have cried at school before. It happens to a lot of people at some point. School can be stressful and emotions can run high. It's a normal part of growing up and learning how to navigate different situations. Yeah, it's okay. Yes. Okay, the next question. Have you ever met a famous person? Uh-huh. Who? Ah, me? No, I haven't met any famous people myself, but I've read about many of them and their accomplishments. Yeah, I think meeting a famous person can be exciting for many reasons, like getting to see someone whose work or talent you admire up close. Yeah. Okay, so that's great. Now, before we end our class, don't forget the new words that we learned and the questions have you ever. Okay? All right. So you did great, and I hope to see you again next time here in Bright Kids. Bye bye.